Hello model railroaders. In today's video we're going to take a look at this vintage Tyco set from 1968. So hang tight for one moment and I will be right back. Thank you very much for sitting through that quick introduction, and I would like to welcome you to Vintage Road and Rail. And as I said at the outset, we're going to take a look at this Tyco train set. This is pretty old. From the research I was able to do, it's from 1968, and it was sold exclusively at J.C. Penney's. Alright, so I've got the camera off the tripod for just a moment, so let's kind of get down here and get a closer look. Now, despite what you see on the box, you've got a big steam engine here. This is actually going to be a diesel locomotive. And we can see here that it was advertised in Look magazine and Life magazine. Down here, we've got Tyco, HO scale, electric trains. And it says precision engineered, enduring quality, and years of entertainment. And up here it's going to tell us what comes with this set. So I'm trying to kind of see it through the camera. So right here it says super detailed, authentic HO scale, the fast freight electric chain set. And it says exclusive, made expressly for pennies, always first quality. Alright, and in here for the accessories, we got an F9 diesel with headlight, a gondola with load, and this is what makes it exclusive, the J.C. Penney boxcar. It's got a hopper car, a refrigerator car, 8-wheel caboose. It's got 14 sections of track with a re-railer. So that means it's going to have 12 to make a circle, and the re-railer and another straight to make it into an oval. And then we've got the power pack. So let me come back up here and give you a little bit closer look at that. So we've got our Santa Fe blue and yellow locomotive. We've got our gondola, our J.C. Penney's car. Then we've got our hopper and our reefer and our caboose. Alright. There's not really a lot going on the sides of the box. But let me lift this up here. I'm going to move it away from so we don't see the contents of the box yet. So right here we got Tyco NMRA couplers, and we got a 5-pole motor. So I didn't realize that until just now. And then we've got solid brass bearings on all axle drives, and we got Tyco worm gear. And all cars are scientifically weighted for best roadability. And then we see what we saw on the front. Not really anything going on the ends, just more what we saw at the bottom of the box. And then the opposite side pretty much just says the same thing as what we saw a moment ago. Alright, so that is the box. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back over the train set, and then we're going to plop our camera down here on the tripod. Let me tighten it down just a little bit. Let me raise it just a tad. Maybe we can get a little bit more of the set in frame, but the set is almost too big. Alright, so let's pop the top and reveal what is inside. And there we go. There is the train set. Alright, so it comes with this little Tyco manual. It just gives you basically some information on using this train set. And there's some more information on the back. Hooking up the track, hooking up the power pack, hooking up accessories, and then a little bit of troubleshooting and tips on running your train. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to get the whole thing in frame there for you. Alright, so let's start over here with the boring bits. So right here, we've got our old gold brass colored Tyco power pack. Anybody that has anything vintage probably has one of these laying around. Now this comes with more, obviously this was bought used. This is a birthday present, by the way. A shout out to my wife. I did not mention at the outset, and I meant to. But it's got more track than the 14 pieces that came with it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking the track came in here. I didn't see anything on the box to indicate that anything else would have been in here. But we've got some more track here, so there's plenty of it. But it's the old brass track. I'm not going to use that. It's going to stay in this box forever. And then we've got this little mystery item. I have no idea what this is, but you can shake it up, and I'm suspecting it's going to be some details that you can put on this locomotive, but I don't think I really want to open it. It's sealed up, and if it is details for the locomotive, I'm not going to put them on there. It's just not something I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave this a mystery, but I think that's what that is. However, if ever one day I decide to crack that open, I will put it down in the description what it is. That is if I ever open it. Alright, so we're going to scoot this up. And here's our Santa Fe caboose. And let's move this over a bit. Here's our gondola with load. Here is the J.C. Penney's exclusive car. And up here, we've got a reefer. And up here in the corner, we've got our hopper car. It doesn't have the paper or cardboard insert, so it just kind of moves around. And then we have our locomotive here. So let me shift a couple things around. I'm going to move this out of frame, and then I'm going to take each piece out one by one, open it, take a look at it, see what excuse me, see what kind of shape everything is in, because I have not looked at anything except this locomotive. I did make sure it ran before I put it on the, shot this video and put it on the track. I would have probably still shot the video anyway, but I wanted to know whether it was going to run or not. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the contents, and then we will load all this up on the track and see how she runs. Alright, we're going to start with the caboose. And these are red box Tyco, so these are pre-1970. And this appeared in the 1968 catalog. Someone sent me a picture. I will try to remember to put it somewhere in the video so you can see that. Hopefully I'll remember. Alright, so we'll just kind of show what to expect on the box. And I will zoom that in. And if you want to read that, feel free to pause and do so. Alright, so let's take the caboose out of the package and see what we've got. And here is our Santa Fe caboose. Looks really good. Not a ton of detail like you might see with scale trains or something like that, but this is a nice vintage caboose, and you can see some little rivet detail in there, so it's not bad. And we got metal right here instead of all plastic, so that's nice. That's a little bit different than what I see with the later stuff. So it looks really good all the way around. I hope that was in frame. I was looking off and not paying attention to the camera. Alright, and so underneath we have got our trucks. Everything is present. We got our little horn hook couplers. Everything looks really good there. Alright, so that's really nice. Alright, so let's set the caboose off to the side here. And we've got our gondola with load. So it's got these little culvert pipes. You've also seen these on, I think it comes in both red and green, a little flat car, and they just lay this way, flat or horizontal. Alright, so let's take a look at the box. Nothing really to shout about. Just a little bit of pictures of other products you can get. And I believe that's the same thing as we saw before, but again, feel free to pause it. And then on this other end, it tells us what we've got. Alright, so let's get this out of the box. And let me real quick see. Okay, so only the caboose is unmarked. So when I put these back in the boxes, I need to see if I need to pay attention to what order I took them out. But we don't have to worry about that. We can just unbox everything. And I believe the plastic is behind here is about shot. Oh man, I think I just tore it. That sucks. Alright. So we're going to set the plastic here. Yeah, the plastic's all in pieces. I will probably keep it folded up in there, but I mean, it's been with the set longer than I've been around, so don't want to break that up right now. Alright, so these are just kind of stuck on, but I'm going to leave them on there for the time being. But that's what they are, little culvert pipes. And you can just connect these together if you wanted to. And here is our Union Pacific gondola. There's the inside. Feels like it's got nice weight to it as well. There's our brake wheel. There's our other side. I mean, this looks perfect. I don't know how much it's been run and played with, but it looks like to be in really great shape. And here's our underside. All of our wheel sets are present. We got our horn hook couplers. So everything looks great there. So let's set this down here. And let's move up to the Virginian car. So it's in here like this. It'll just pop right out. So let's set the car down. Again, there's no surprises really with this box. So I'm just going to kind of flip right on through there. I don't believe there's anything different on there, but again, feel free to pause. And here we go, Hopper Car Virginian. Alright, so let's set that to the side. And here is our hopper car. I probably have about a half a dozen of these. They came with a lot of Tyco's train sets in the 70s and probably going into the 80s. And here's the inside. Everything looks good and clean. Our brake wheel is present. The detail on this is not bad, really. I mean, you can see quite a good bit of rivets. There's numbering and lettering here. We've got our steps there. They might be a little thick, but that makes them a little bit more durable as far as I'm concerned. And here's this end. And here's the other side. And again, this looks great. I cannot complain. And here's the underside. All of our wheel sets are present. Trucks look to be in great shape, and we got both of our horn hooks. So again, another really good looking car. Alright, so here is our armor. This is a reefer. And I'm just going to flip through the box. All of these seem to be identical except for maybe the marking on one end. Alright, so let's get her out of the box. Glad I had a good hold of it. Okay, so apparently this is nothing new with this reefer. Hold on, let me grab something real quick. I apologize. I had a Hershey car around here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I had kind of thought this is a red Purina car here, and it's a reefer. I'm working on refurbishing this car. It's got a few issues. But remember how we was looking at this car and we had the steps here? Well, something I had noticed with these reefers, the Hershey reefer is this way, the red version of this, the blue version of this, they're filled in. I had kind of thought that was something Tyco got a little bit lazy with. later on. Oh, here's the Hershey car right under my darn face. Right there. But you can see how the steps are filled in. So when we look at this armor car looks great, but here it is. These steps are filled in. Now, if you're someone who is into the most realistic trains you can find, you're going to hate this. But it doesn't hurt my feelings. I can't really notice it going down the track. And to me, they're more durable. The likelihood of this just arbitrarily snapping off because I touched it wrong is unlikely. But anyway, enough of that. Here is a close look of this side. We've got our brake wheel present. The other side looks great as well. There's our roof. And here's this side. And here's the bottom. Again, trucks look great. All wheel sets are present. And our horn hooks. It's a really good looking car. Alright, so now let's get to the part that makes this unique and an exclusive. Right here. The Penney's Always First Quality 40-foot boxcar. I believe it's 40 foot. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that's going to be a 40-footer. And this is it right here. This is why I dropped a strong hint that this is what I wanted for my birthday, and why my wife got this for me was for this car right here, and just to have a complete vintage Tyco set. That's really nice. All right, so let's go through it again. Just kind of buzz through there. And there's the back. And here it is, boxcar, J.C. Penney. Let you zoom in there so you can read the model number and everything. Stock number or whatever you want to call it. All right. So just a little bit of interesting trivia while I'm taking this out of the box. Someone did send me the catalog page that this was at from the wish book for J.C. Penney's. $14.99. Now, this is 1968. So I went to an inflation calculator, and that came to just shy of $119. So very reasonably priced. I mean, a full complete train set right now for less than $120 is not bad. I've seen Bachmann sets go for $200 and come with less stuff than we've got here. I mean, I get it may be newer and better technology, but that's all relative. You know, this was what there was in 1968. Anyway, I'll shut up now. All right, here it is. This is what makes this set special. J.C. Penney's exclusive boxcar, and right here, Penney's Always First Quality. And we got a road number, and we got some other information. And here is our brake wheel. And here's the other side. Looks great. And we do not have filled-in steps here. And these doors do open, both sides. I don't monkey with them any more than I got to. I don't want to scuff this up. And then here's this side. And again, everything looks great under here. All right. And now let's get to what will be pulling these cars around the track. And that is going to be our F9 Santa Fe Locomotive, which apparently I put it in upside down. Silly me. All right, well, here is the box. Got a little bit more stuff on it than the others because this is a little bit longer box, but nothing to shout about. And oops, I got it upside down. And then here is the other side. So we got a diesel F9A unit, and this is powered and lighted, and it's Santa Fe. All right, so let's get him out of the package here and see what she's looking like. Don't want to drop nothing. I'll cry right here on camera if I break something. And here it is. Santa Fe, road number 4015, in nice blue and yellow colors. So we got a little bit of detail at the top. We got two horns, both of them in great shape. And we got our vents. A little detail here. I'm not an expert on locomotives, so I don't know what that is. If someone in the comments wants to educate me on that, that would be appreciated. And for the back, got some detail here, some molded in ladders, and we got a door. The other side, pretty much identical to the first side we looked at. And then we have our front. Coupler is here. A lot of times when you buy these old vintage locomotives, this front coupler has long since vanished. And our back coupler. And here's our underside. Now this is just four-wheel drive, four-wheel pickup. These wheels roll freely, but your power is going to pick up here and here. Now my only gripe with this is it's a more difficult locomotive to service than some of their later stuff. Even though it's a better motor, it's 5-pole and much higher quality, these are riveted in, so you can't easily take these apart. It requires a fair amount of skill to do that. Alright, well that is the locomotive, and we're about 20 minutes in, so I'm going to stop this video, load all of these on the track, and we'll just do a few shots of it going around my layout here, which really is just a train table at the moment. Alright, so give me one moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and we have got the train set on the table. On the train table here. And there it is. One of the things that I liked about this set is it had four cars in a caboose, so it had a total of 5 cars. So as train sets go, that's not bad as far as length goes. Alright, so here is a close-up of each of these guys on track. Now I did have a little bit of trouble with this car. We'll go over that in just a second. And there it is. Alright, so the trouble we had with this car was this wheel set kept popping out. And I'm looking at it, and I think this looks like it's warped a bit. I can't completely tell, but that's what it looks like. So I had this one laying right here, so I just robbed this truck off of it for the time being until I could come up with a more permanent fix. Alright, so got my power supply here. So let's give it a little bit of power and watch her run. You can see the headlight. It's a little bit loud. It may need a bit of a lubrication. So we're going to pick it up on some speed and just watch her go around the track a few times. I need to clean that track right there. Alright, so let's back up here so we can get the whole thing in. Looking pretty good. But I don't know if that's the way they normally sound or if it just needs to have a little bit of lubrication done. But I don't want to run it too long just in case that's what it is. But I think it's a beautiful looking train set. A nice classic. And that Penney's car makes it all the special. So I certainly appreciate my wife getting that for me. Alright, so let's get down here and get some closer shots, and then we'll wrap this video up. Oh, came off the train. That's no fun. All right. And there she is. 1968 Tyco. J.C. Penney's exclusive train set in all her glory. Beautiful set. Alright, well that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed watching this and seeing this unique train set. Make sure and hit that like button. Subscribe. I got more stuff coming. My next video may or may not be a haul video. It depends if Wednesday is the last day of the month or not, or the first day of the next month. But yeah, I've got some more stuff coming up, and very soon I'm going to be tackling this train table, and I'll be making a video about what I plan to do with that. So again, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you've got this train set. I'd like to hear about it. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and happy model railroading.